This is in fact my second clip wing cub, because the first one I was doing some crazy aerobatics, I was a little bit low and down I went and I just broke the fuse and everything. So then I managed to actually get hold of a P&P version, and I also replaced the electronics inside. So in this one I do have a new Spektrum receiver, and I have an AVN ESC, so it's all up to date with the electronics. And the thing is, landing gear suck on this one, and it took a little bit of thinking and a few ideas from other YouTube videos to actually come up with this solution. So my improved landing gears then do actually consist of this metal piece that I have over here, and this one came from a Hobbyzone Carbon Cub S2, so it's part of the float assembly. And I just cut off the edges on both ends, and then it's held by zip ties, and it also goes into this like float slit into the fuse. And then I kept this plastic and metal piece that comes from the original landing gear assembly, and I have like these springs that I've actually extended, and then I have some shrink tube on them just to make it a little bit more pretty. So this is a kind of simple construction, but it does make these landing gears, I mean, they do still flex a bit, but this metal pin over here then makes this one last, because I mean, without it you will surely just break the original spring wire, because it's just a weak spot on this RC airplane. And I also put on some wing tape over here just to hold the like the landing gear mounts in place if I would have too much strain on them. And this is from experience, because if you do like break these mounting points on the inside the foam, then they're really difficult to keep in place. So this is the way then how I solved the landing gears then on the clip wing cub. And this is I think it's a great looking RC plane. It's really fun to fly. It's agile and able. So let's head outside and try the landing gears and this great clip wing cub. Okay, so it finally went up. I did a few attempts, but the grass is really long and there are pits also, so it's really easy to get stuck. But I'm glad this one is up in there, because it's just a fun RC plane to fly. And I also really dig to fly this one inverted. It's so easy to control it. Lots of room to actually pull both up and down.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
And today there is also a really interesting wind, because it's changing direction all the time, and it's also quite windy. But inverted is really fun with this one. You don't have to be worried that it will, run out of elevator authority. And my aim is actually to do more and more of it, like inverted flying, just to improve my skills. So I mean, it will surely be something I will do more of in the future also. And snaps rolls are really fun with this RSAP. Maybe it's not the best. It's not certainly as agile as the Turbo Timber Evolution, when you have the shorter wing on, or the Light Timber X, or for that matter even the Arrow's Bigfoot. But it's a really well-behaved RC plane. And the yellow is one of my favorite colors, so I think this one looks just great when it flies also. So just some sort of prop imbalance, which I have to just figure out eventually. So you can have it really tight when you use rudder at the same time as aileron. And then when you're tired doing that, you just go inverted. You can see that the plane is actually just being kicked a little bit by the wind. But right now it is quite calm. And then a few seconds later it might be really gusty, so it's unpredictable today. But you can do inverted all day. It's just a great flying RC plane. I'm not doing any touch and go because I know this grass is actually right now it is too long. So I know that these wheels cannot really do a good touch and go. Chances are the plane will just flip over.
3 minutes.
And I really like the Cub RC airplanes, but this one I think, this clipped wing Cub then, it is, I mean it just looks right when you fly lots of aerobatics with this RC airplane. It's not too detailed, so you can get away with many more things without upsetting any J3 Cub lover.
Celsius. Time remaining 2 minutes.
I'm flying this on a 3S 2200 milliamp battery, and the battery is placed just on the center mount on the battery tray, and then it's all balanced also. So as you can see on the wind socket, the wind is really just shifting and picking up speed as well. It's really unpredictable. Then it's also difficult to get down when you know the landing gears are not too tall on this rough grass. So let's just try one more go around then.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Try to make it as smooth as possible. Now that was a really fun flight. I mean, I really dig these RC airplanes, and especially the high wing with kind of a larger wheels that can do most surfaces, and they are really predictable, and you can just push them and do a great round of aerobatics, and just go speedy around in the sky. And although I think, I mean, these wheels, they are not really big, and these are not bush wheels, but the landing gears assembly modification, as I've done, I think they will last a really long time, because I cannot see any other landing gear assembly being better than this one, because it's like reinforced on several different places. And this is also really greatly designed RC airplane. So you have, of course, a top feeder, and you have carbon fiber rods going all the way from the motor mount way back in the fuse, also vertical ones, and good place to put the battery. It's really easy to change battery, and I think it's a great looking model. You have like this quick release for the wing, so this is like a plastic screw, and the wing struts, just a little metal thing you swivel, and then you can remove the wing. So I mean, in all, just a fantastic RC airplane, which I really hope that E-Flite will bring back in some sort, in some form, because it's just a great flying RC I play in this clipped wing cub.